Hey YouTube, how's it going? I just finished a very sweaty session there, and for some reason what came through my mind was a video on ADHD and my tips and tricks over the past 10 years. Now I'm someone who would be considered undiagnosed, but I know for a fact, even from a young child I had it. I've never revised in my entire life. I can't focus on a book. If a fly flies past me in any kind of level of forced concentration, I go, oh fuck, a fly. I get hugely distracted. So I know from very early age, not being able to focus on practically anything, loss of distraction, crippling issues with even sitting at work and having to slap my own head with a blood rush I feel because I just can't focus, or just I'm looking at something and it just won't go away. And it made me think about something, right? Now, this isn't a video about neurodivergency or ADHD or, acceptance and stuff like that. I'm actually not a big fan of that stuff, and I don't like the fact that people wear things with badges. I think, these are not things to be proud of because, things like neurodivergent issues are a pain in the ass. They're crippling. I know people like to say, people are different and it's actually a superpower. Most of the time it's not. This shit's fucking annoying, and you and I both know if you have similar issues. So, the reason I bring this up is I've trained over 10 years, a decade, into bodybuilding. This has been a hyperfixation. Now, I've also done it with other kind of fields of study in my life. It took guitar to quite a decent high standard, to it in a semi-original band, successful enough in our own right. And every other sort of line of thought I've stuck in, and training in bodybuilding was one. Right? And this is the kind of tics and the tricks I've built up over the last 10 years. So let's get straight into them. So, number one is having a concrete line of attack. Okay? So, if you wake up one day and you feel, I suddenly really want to get ripped, like I did. I want to lose weight and I want to look like them guys that I see. If that is a thrill and want, I want you, or what I would suggest for you to do, is hyperfixating that. I mean hyperfixating that. I want you to research that to the deeps and depths. I want you to get so interested in it and so work yourself up over the weeks and months that this is something I want to do, and get really excited about going into the gym and doing everything around that, okay? So hyperfixate, pick something, what you want to do, and get really excited about it. So if it's gym culture, just training or heavy lifting or strength, watch things on it, read up on it, just get really absorb yourself in it. And then the second thing would be pick a discipline, right? So a program method, be it, heavy duty, low volume, strength, powerlifting, high volume. I don't care what it is, okay? Now this channel, you can, and by the way, you can like and subscribe if this is helping you. And this channel has a lot of tips and tricks and different training protocols and nutrition and stuff, but it doesn't matter at the end of the day. Pick one. Pick one that your mind goes, I really resonate with this. And I mean, obsess yourself with it, okay? The only way you're gonna stay long-term in this game, and I found anyway for myself, is if you hyperfixate yourself to the point where everything's blindsided. I mean, ADHD, one of the good things about ADHD is, while it's hard to focus on most things, you can hyper-focus on one thing, but you really need to absorb yourself in it and get a real love for it. And if you can't do that, maybe it's not for you. So you find your niche, right? Your niche and what you need to do. Then the next thing we need to do is then perform it in the gym. The main thing that you're gonna need is a solid routine, an absolute, undeniable solid routine in the form of time and the time of day you train and everything else. So say for example, you've set yourself up Monday, Wednesday, Friday. It's at 6 o'clock after work. It's in this gym. These are the clothes I'm gonna wear. This is the food I'm gonna eat before it. Everything is like a ritual, right? You don't change that. And if something comes up, you try to orient the other thing that's came up around that fixated time. Treat the gym time like work. You have to be there. You can't slack off. You can't run in sick. You have to be there. Once you have them three things, which I've always done for the past 10 years, three things meshed in really tightly, stick to the line of exercises that your program's given you. Low volume, I would suggest, okay? You're gonna have to write things down and remember things. That can be for someone with ADHD, it can be really mind-boggling. You constantly having to write things and you get very bored after a while. So low volume, low sets. 1 to 2 sets per exercise, move on. Easy to track, easy to remember, easy to record. Now, another common thing people's gonna think is, well, change the exercise up every 3 weeks, 4 weeks, because ADHD people get, distracted. If you're hyper-focused on this line of discipline that you've chosen, you shouldn't get board, because we're going to be logbooking our progress, right? So you start bench on week 1, you have a certain weight, your mini goal at the end of the month is, okay, I want to add in 10 pounds to that bench for the same amount of reps. You shouldn't get bored. The excitement is doing the same exercises, but every day creating new territory that you've never once reached. It's like, shit, I've never felt 10 pound extra on my chest. Holy shit, I can do 15 kilo extra for the same amount of reps. I've never been able to do this. What can I get next week? That's the excitement and interest. Above all else, everything, it goes for everything. While it's easy to get distracted outside of the gym with eating and everything else, always remind yourself about rule 1, absorbing yourself into it. If you absorb yourself into this line of discipline, this hobby, this routine of exercise, you'll never fail. You'll be so, now, there will get times where you start to get bored, that's fine. And you may start to lose love or lose sight of why you're doing this. For that, I would look yourself in the mirror, look at your logbooks, see what you've accomplished over the past so many months, and go, holy shit, I am a way better physical physique than I ever was. I'm more confident, my chest is high, my shoulders are back, people are making compliments and validating me. And remember, every time someone validates you, don't be afraid to write it down. Not that I've ever done that, but write it down. Remind yourself, or remind of that encounter in your head to say, I remember that person they actually really noticed. And that person's thinking about you from time to time. When it comes to training, they see you, they go, holy shit, that girl, she's killing it. And that's a thing to keep you going. Sometimes when you're in the mud and things are shit, always remind yourself of that. Anyway, I hope these tips helped. If you liked the video, don't forget to like, subscribe. There is tons of other videos on this, and anyone that suffers of ADHD, I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments as to if I've hit the mark on this or not. And if you want any tips or advice, please comment and I'll give you any advice or any tips you want for free. You can also check me over on my Instagram, TheOrcsDen, and tons of other advice and online coaching tips as well. But until the next time, I've been Carl from The Orcs Den as always, and I'll see you then.